Sunny bonani dumalang, goeie aand, afternoon, bom dia. Trust you are well, you fabulous human. Welcome to episode 29, titled Prepare the Foundation. So today's episode is actually inspired by a human who is just 2 houses down. You may hear his handiwork in a couple of moments. But he has been busy pretty much the whole day now, chipping away and preparing the foundation of this home, which is, I'm assuming, going to be painted in the next couple of days. So he is busy chipping away all of the cracks in the paint that I guess has accumulated around the cracks. So he's just very meticulously chipping into that crack making space so that they can prepare the crack and put polyfiller over it and sand it down probably so that they can paint it. So it was quite interesting because I actually had another theme planned for today, which I will clearly and evidently keep it for tomorrow. But in the spirit of spontaneity and leveraging the slight irritation which I was experiencing by this wonderful human who is working really hard at preparing this massive house to be painted, I thought in the spirit of alchemization and turning that irritation into something meaningful, let's make an episode about it, shall we? So that's what we're doing. And it really got me to thinking about how often we want to just rush in and just do stuff. We just want to go in and just start something, do something. And as amazing as that is, and there are definitely times where that is serving as opposed to procrastination and delay and self-sabotage and never actually starting anything. So that is definitely warranted. And rushing in and starting something also has its own merits. But this aspect of preparing those cracks before you just start to paint is really a pretty deep and profound concept if you think about it. I mean, I would be keen and eager just to start painting this house. Yeah? New coat of paint, looks fab, looks new, perhaps on the outside, but within the inner workings of the building, there will evidently begin to be telltale signs that the due diligence wasn't taken to prepare the foundation properly. And I guess for the past couple of years, very honestly, since I'd say 2018, when my life took a very different shift and change and almost took a short left and then a short right and then a short left again. That's, I guess, what it's been feeling like for the last couple of years. I find myself in this state very often of impatience, of definitive clarity of direction, of pondering where to next. And I'm just loving this cracking and this banging on the wall that's taking place in this here now moment, because it's reminding me of, as much as we want to just get in there and paint this house, it's so important for us to chip away at all that old, stuck, flaky ass paint that's peeling away at the wall. And we need to polyfiller it up. We need to fix it. We need to adjust it. We need to repair it. And it just made me think about how that is so a direct reflection of what I felt my life has been like for these last couple of years. I've been chipping away at a lot of stuff. I've been putting some gauze over some cracks. I've been mending a couple of areas. I guess fundamentally, I feel in this here now moment as I'm speaking, I really feel like I've been intuitively guided to prepare the foundation for what is to come and for this newness that I can feel being birthed inside of me. And it requires an immense amount of patience, immense. And it requires an immense amount of laboring and working and chipping away and standing back and checking, looking and seeing are there any other cracks, and then going in there and chiseling away. And sometimes the cracks aren't always evident, right? They're like almost surface cracks. And then when you start to like kind of get in there, you're like, oh, wow, this crack's actually like quite a deep one. Yeah. So yeah, it's been quite interesting. And I'm just so glad that this gentleman is chiseling away at all those cracks, because it's made me reflect on my life for the last couple of years. And this sunrise when I awoke, yeah, I guess I was just feeling, perhaps it's because it's the 1st of Feb 2026 as this recording is made, and we're coming right towards the end of the snake year before we step into the fire horse. And we're just like shaking off those last old bits and pieces of ourselves, you know, after these 9 years of transition. And we're literally on the precipice of stepping into this new version of who we were meant to be. And that sounds so simple and easy, right? But it's kind of the same premise I have. And as I said that I had images of who we were meant to be, someone going in and just starting to paint this house without checking the cracks. And it sounds so easy, like who we were meant to be sounds like so easy. You know, you just go in there and you just start painting. But unless you've taken some time to just step back, deprogram, chip away at those old programs, repair, do a little healing, a little bit of inspection, it would probably be a little bit premature to just go in there and be yourself, especially when you've been living day on day, year on year, thinking that you had to be this and be that and wear this face and don't expose that emotion and so yes, it's quite a powerful analogy, isn't it? Making sure you prepare the foundation before you paint the house. And I guess I would like to leave you with that contemplation and visual image and representation, and ask you, how are you preparing your home, your house, before you give it a brand new spanking coat of paint? You're going to take the time to prep the surfaces, sand them, chip them, polyfiller them, gauze them, perhaps apply some waterproofing. Just contemplate it without any judgment, just observation and curiosity, and then see what answers reveal themselves. You magical human, I thank you for your time and your essence and your energy. It's 9:25, apologies, on the clock. Let's see if I can get this into 10 minutes. As always, continue to sow those seeds. Allow for the flow of life to find you so that you can continue to grow, illuminate, and glow. Till tomorrow's episode, stay magical, stay wondrous, stay in absolutely wondrous delight. Peace out.